Hi my creepy wolf pups, and welcome to a totally new episode of the Creepycore podcast. And my throat is kind of dry right now, so I'm adjust. So I have a Capri Sun right here that I can drink off if I get too dry. Oh shit, good start on the episode. So I didn't even know that this creepypasta existed until I saw a bunch of creepypasta memes about her and other creepypastas. I thought that she looked cool. I looked more into her, and here's what I got about Clockwork. Origin. Natalie was once a normal, unassuming teenage girl who came from a broken family. Her nature started to change drastically when her family started verbally and physically abusing her. The age of which the abuse began to happen is unknown, although many agree that she was first abused when she was very young. Natalie was unable to tell anyone at the time. The only true person she felt safe with was her older brother, Lucas. That was until she was sexually abused by him more than once for a period of 4 years. During her abuse, she tries to talk to a girl in her class about it, but Mia sabotages Natalie and spills her secret, prompting online and real-life harassment during her elementary school years. When Natalie was 16, things take a turn for the worst. Natalie's boyfriend Chris asks her to talk to him after her classes. He admits to her that he wishes to break up and see other people, citing her macabre art and her negative mindset, as well as her not telling Chris why she feels so negative. She returns home, goes into bathroom, and with her mindset was seemingly even more negative than before. And after keeping everything bottled up for too long, Natalie had finally snapped inside. She self-harms herself by sewing the corners of her mouth into a smile with black thread and stitches. Her mother finds her doing this and decides to schedule some therapy for her. With her visit to the therapist, Natalie explained that time has been her biggest problem, and that she wholly believes that time and the concept of it was against her, and was the reason which led to her abuse. After trying to get psychological help, she got sent to a doctor for some mental drugs that would hopefully improve her mental state. He says that she'll be back to normal in no time, then slips her anesthesia mask on her and he performs surgery. Things went horribly wrong. During the surgery, Natalie regained consciousness and she was able to respond and move about. She then momentarily passes out after coughing up blood for an unknown reason. She then wakes up again, and the doctor from earlier informs her that she was never supposed to wake up, and that her appearance had also changed from the botched surgery. Natalie looks into the mirror and quickly notices that her once hazel eyes had completely changed to a vibrant green. However, Natalie was surprisingly happy with her new look. After she had gone completely insane, she kills the doctor along with the 2 security guards and escapes from the hospital. Natalie returns back home through a thunderstorm and kills her mother, father, and lastly, her brother. After the murder of her family, she walks into the bathroom, then suddenly spots her father's old pocket watch on the rim of the sink and listens to the faint ticking for what seems like an eternity. She disassembles it so that only the face of the watch remained. She repeats what she had told the therapist about time while removing her left eye and dropping it into the sink. She then forces the small clock into her eye socket until it fits perfectly and refers to herself as Clockwork. Clockwork then walks away from her house as it burns to the ground along with her family. Now she lives on, carrying her insanity with her and leaving so many dead, saying that she is the one determines when their time should come to an end. Full name: Natalie Owlett. Alias: Clockwork, Clucky, or Miss Owlett. Relatives: Mary Beth Owlett, her mother, her father David Owlett, and her brother Lucas Owlett. She's a serial killer, and her skills are superhuman strength, agility, speed, love of physical pain, and tapetum lucidum, glow-in-the-dark eyes. She's alive, human, female, and her hobby is murdering people to satisfy her bloodlust and drawing horror-themed pictures. Her goal is to get revenge on her family, succeeded, and end as many lives as possible, which she still do. Type of pasta: tragic murder. Clockwork's most famous catchphrase is "Your time is up," and Clockwork, describing her distaste for the concept of the time and the notion of society, is:
Time makes you live through torture. You slowly progress through life, being controlled by society, until you come to the conclusion that you have no purpose. It's a vicious cycle. Time does not stop, it does not speed up, it does not slow down, it is violent. To make you live through the torture over and over again, you are unable to escape from it.
Clockwork has pale peach skin, long, messy brown hair, and bright green eyes. The clothing she mostly wears is a grayish blue hoodie with white colored fur lining the sides of the hood, black skinny jeans, and a pair of black knee-high boots. Her most noticeable features are the small clock that replaced her left eye, and the black stitches which were sewn into the corners of her mouth to resemble an upturned smile. Personality. Before becoming a killer, Natalie was a shy, polite, and sophisticated young girl who only wanted nothing more than just enjoy her life peacefully with a loving family. But unfortunately, due to her abusive upbringing, her personality noticeably changed to a depressed, nearly mute, numb, anxious wreck. And after the loss of her sanity, she became a lot more reserved and unemotional. She prefers to keep her feelings hidden away from others until she feels that it's okay to let them out. Now as an adult, Clockwork is very brash and loud-mouthed, as she'll say almost anything to anyone, whether it offends them or not. This also goes for her sarcastic nature as well, with it mixed in with her twisted sense of humor. When she meets new people, she often comes across as violent, sadistic, obnoxious, and unladylike. Clockwork is durable, agile, and is a fast runner. Clockwork also has a pocket watch in her place of her eye, which will glow in fluorescent green color in the dark, along with her regular eye, which is a sign of her presence. Clockwork also has a love for physical pain. She'll often smile whenever anyone tries to attack her and will remain totally unfazed by it. Clockwork was created by Soft Boys. The original story was published on the official Creepypasta website in 2013, however it was shortly taken down due to negative reviews. Clockwork was born on November 6, 1996. She is currently 24 years old. Clockwork's weapon consists of 2 large serrated knives. Her stuffed giraffe toy is named Jaffe. Clockwork has a lot of French blood in her veins, however, she doesn't have an accent. She was canonically in a relationship with Toby Rogers, aka Tiki Toby, and yes, the creators themselves had not denied the ship's existence, and indeed created the ship for the fans to enjoy. As they left their characters be, the ship was left as well, until Toby was removed from the franchise by the author's request, making the ship now invalid. Clockwork is also not a lesbian. This can be proven by the fact she was paired with a male. No, her trauma does not instantly change her sexual preferences. But yes, she was with Toby, who is now no longer a creepypasta character within the franchise. Clockwork hates Slenderman with a burning passion. She despises being called by a previous name before she became a murderer. If you wanted to pick a fight with her, that would be definitely the way to get her going. She sees Jeff as a brother figure, kind of like a replacement for the one she had to become a murderer. Clockwork has a fixation with gore and frequently likes to draw gruesome stuff, such as people getting brutally stabbed and tortured, bloody machetes, and other different kinds of weapons, etc. She sees it as a normal everyday hobby for her, while others think it's weird and suspicious due to their state of mind. When Mr. Creepypasta narrated Clockwork, Your Time Is Up, he edited out a few aspects of the story, most notably Clockwork's age and the sexual abuse, as he didn't feel comfortable narrating the incestuous rape scene with Clockwork and the brother. She isn't very careful at all. Clockwork is very reckless when it comes to fights and killing sprees, mainly because she'll practically have the balls to fight just about anyone, but because of this, she usually gets hurt a lot. Clockwork is one of the most hated creepypasta stories out there because of how the story is filled with many grammatical errors along with many other flaws. How many people who have read her story would consider Jeff the Killer ripoff or Mary Sue? How I love Clockwork, Jeff the Killer, Toby, and Slenderman are probably my favorite creepypastas ever. She even has a theme song, Shizuku Ipai no Kyoku by Hirasawa Susumu. Here's a little snippet of that. And that was everything I could find about her. I hope you liked this episode, and I'll see you in the next video or episode. Well, stay creepy and stay mysterious. Memento mori.